This is the game. All right, this is it, or at least it should be it, boys. I have reconned the remaining 6 plague guards, 3 there. Missed this big cluster of them right over. Ooh, why are these guys? Why are there people upset over who let the live streamers? Well, I guess they're trying to they're like, we're the new State of Decay channel in town. You think you know a thing or two? Just wait until we compete with you by putting a bullet in your skull, and then there won't be anyone. You won't be able to watch anyone except the live streamers. Clearly, they are the greatest of all villains we've yet to encounter in this game, but let me go get some volunteers and we'll get started. Well, I can't believe that they decided to create a hostile outpost, like right next to my hostile community next to my outpost. How inconvenient is that? So I can't even use that one right now. Either way, though, we know what we've come here with a specific mission. We know what we must do. And here is an interesting little cluster of plague hearts. I think I want to go for the back two because they're like practically right next to each other. I might be able to blow up 2 of them in one stroke just due to the close proximity of them, and plus I'm going to be using the stimulant. So, hey, let's give it a try. Oh, wait, I'm not using stimulants. I lied. I'm actually using... Where is the heart hiding? Oh, probably over here.
Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty common for it to be here, actually. Ooh. 1.
Crap, this is heavy.
2. You go ahead and take one of those. 3. No resistance, huh? Not that I have a problem with it. Could be close enough. That's the end of that heart. Oh, out of my way. Out of my way. I think I caught him. I'll be sad if I didn't. No. Bruh. Yes! Yes! The zombie got on it. He got on it and prevented the feral from latching on. Oh, it was beautiful. It was amazing.
I used to worry about dying.
Okay, let's hit this one, actually. Let's kind of we'll use kind of like this kind of, not necessarily a literal zigzagging motion, but we'll do this kind of like hit and run thing where like, oh my god, we're hitting them close, then we're hitting them far. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Alright, let's hit this one now. Attack! And I gotta do it with the feral on me, which is less than optimal. We correctly assumed that the heart would be here.
Almost out.
The feral is derping out.
No, that's not a thing.
That's his loss, though. Kind of waiting for the feral to jump out. Gonna come out? Well, fine, I'm going back in. Like I said, zombies, I don't know, something about, they're just not that good indoors. Something about them. If you're wondering what it is, I promise you I have no idea. Yes! Yes, let the zombies get on. They're too bad the feral can't do anything about it. I'm so sorry. Are your allies getting in your way? Are you incapable of fulfilling your deepest, most degenerate of fantasies, destroying my car doors? Well, isn't that just a shame? I'm so sad for him. Aren't you sad about it, boys? I know I am.
Fucking horde coming in fast.
Okay. The feral is still after somebody. Not sure if he's after us, but he's after somebody. I think what's his face is dealing with it. He's a good boy. Detonate.
Don't let up now.
Oh, let me not gas myself. There we go. Don't do it, feral. Don't do it.
Got a passenger.
Don't do it. Ah, I escaped. This is what you thought you could catch me, but you have failed. You have failed, and now I am out of here. Bye-bye now. It's too late. You had your chance to get me, and now the opportunity has passed. Alright, boys, so slightly frustrating news. Looks like we do not quite have enough C4 to destroy the remaining plague hearts, and we are running out. We can't build any more C4. One more batch of C4 will do it, but I'm not out of ideas yet. We can actually call a parts trader in another 5 minutes. Unfortunately, I wanted to prevent this earlier by calling the parts trader in ahead of time just to have the C4 ready for the episode, but he decided to appear right next to a bunch of juggernauts and pharaohs, and he basically got deadified very quickly, and I didn't even have a chance to do any trading with him. So that was, let's just say that was not part of the plan. Yeah, that's the way I'll describe it. It was not part of the plan for it to happen that way, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbled, or that's the way the merchant was ripped to shreds. So, yeah, unfortunately, we will have to hope that, because here's the thing, he doesn't always have them. That's what I'm saying.
How would I get this job again?
Oh, let me focus on blowing this hard. One thing at a time. Come on. Where is it? I think it's over here. Oh, God! Why would you put one of those guys there? What a jerk thing to do. They tricked me. What a bunch of jerks. That was such an unfun thing to do. And now we can't even attack this plague art because it's going to take too long for the gas to dissipate. And it's just absolutely, completely, and utterly fumigating that entire area. So we're just going to go to a different one. And look at this guy. I mean, okay, what's happening? Is the feral just going to come along with us? Hey. Okay, this is a game. This is a game. That's the State of Decay 2 that you play. I guess he's just coming with us. Sure. I mean, one place is as good as any other. Maybe he's like a really weird hood ornament, except not on the hood at all. Where's my nearest outpost? I gotta find out what happens. We're gonna go right here and see what happens when I get out of this vehicle. All right, let's go drive over here.
We got some C's, closer than I like.
And I mean, we're just burning time. Oh, what if can I squish him? Oh,
Take that, you feral fuck.
this game is sometimes a little unusual. Dare I say? You know, like, I don't know. In some ways, you know, between you and me, dear viewers, I would be kind of sad if Undead Labs managed to just stomp all of the glitches out. If they were able to make this game completely bug-free, I don't know, I almost feel like something would be lost in the... Like, let's say the next State of Decay game has no glitches in it. I wish they would just have a vehicle, like, on top of a mountain or just somewhere weird. Just like, how did this vehicle get it? As just kind of a reference to the weird vehicle things that happen. Just a few oddities that a brand new State of Decay 3 player would not they'd be like, what is happening here? I don't get it. But, you know, anyone who actually played State of Decay 2 would know exactly what had happened there. Okay, so since we technically got rid of the feral, we could just continue the attack as we originally were planning. Too bad it wasted one of my...
Jeez,
what do you call it?
out for a second.
I can't even think of it. One of our stims got wasted in the process, which is unfortunate, but... No! I wonder if I can do it without a stim. Let me try.
That sure left a mark.
Now I just gotta drop one more in here. Yeah, see? You're not very good indoors, are you? You made a mistake.
Well, you weren't so
Hey, we got it.
tough.
Where'd my vehicle go anyways? Can't remember.
I need a breather.
Just throw one there for good measure. There we go. Oh god, they're setting me on fire. Inside of my own vehicle. Which doesn't seem to last up. Luke, you don't want to follow me anymore? Why not? What do I smell? Did I forget to take a shower? Do I need to, like, fine, be that way. I didn't like you anyways, Luke. You know, Luke, like, what a normal name, you know. I bet you're just uncool. That's the problem. You didn't want to follow me because you're like, oh man, like, this is way too abnormal for me. I have a normal person's name, so like, I don't want to do abnormal things. I'm going over here. These tax collector guys, you know, like it's time that I collect the tax on them. The funny thing about these guys is they didn't even show up on the map until I drove by, and then I just basically revealed a completely allied enclave for some reason. I'm like, okay, sure. So I don't think we used that. Yeah, we didn't use, let's get the parts trader in. There we go.
Yo,
Parts trader.
We got the goods.
We can destroy one more plague guard. Oh, it's going to be sad to have to drive back and forth, but... in fact, then why do it? Why bother driving back and forth? I'll see you back at the base. Okay, so I'm getting the glitch where the trader doesn't want to show up. So what I did is reload the game. That is one of the potential workarounds for it. So now I should be able to call him and he should show up. Let's see.
Here to trade.
Yep, we got it. And there he is right there. Hopefully he doesn't get eaten on the way. That would make me sad. I don't want that to happen, so I will probably get in my car in case I need to run anyone over real quick. There he is. Come on. Get over here. Don't get eaten like last time. Like last time, he got stuck right there. And just all... Yep, just fight those zombies. Just fight those zombies, why don't you? Don't come to the base where it's safe. Just fight those zombies.
To lend a hand over here?
Okay, good, good. You killed him. Come to the base. You killed him. Come on. Are you joking? Come to the base. Okay, here we go. Now we got to cross our fingers and see if they've got electronic scraps for sale. Most of the time they do, but not always. Let's see. The moment of truth.
Hey there, business partner.
Sounds like a plan.
There we go. So here's one of the ways you can get your scraps circuitry. I'm sorry. There we go. And now I believe I have the chemicals. So I'll throw this in here. Just like that. And let's see our stockpile. So yeah, I got 17 and 31. Yep, there we go. So we are going to be able to finish the job, boys. Very exciting. Very happy to see the end of the Blood Plague in sight. Let me go ahead and just load up the van. I'm letting Marin rest. As you can see right here, even with 1-star resourceful, you see it stacks up to 4. It'll stack up to 6 if we were to max it out. Letting Marin get a little bit of that Blood Plague off of her, though it's probably pointless because I'm going to use the Blood Plague, the one sample cure on her just to clear it. But, you know, I don't know. It was just something to do. All right. Reloading in means I will require a new volunteer. Let's go ahead and discharge Marin from here. Switch over. The ability right here only costs a single plague sample because we have a pathologist. And that means we are ready to continue our crusade. I just need to double check my stimulants. There we go. 3 stimulants, more than enough to do the job. Let's grab some of these. And yeah, we should be ready to go. I just need to make sure I got enough C4, and then we'll need to get a new volunteer. Let's grab some of this, some of that. All right, I'm liking the look of it. I'm liking the look of it. I'll see you pretty soon. All right, so I wanted to give a tip for some of the newer State of Decay players there, because I know not everyone who watches this is really even playing on the lethal zone, but if you're newer to State of Decay and you're on this map, one of the things that can be really helpful is this pathway right here, because a lot of people think you can't drive in the water. Once again, like I said, this is more of a new player tip. The guys who, you know, your experienced State of Decay players know pretty well about that, you know, that you could drive through any water. There is no water in the game that is deeper than this. This is as deep as the water gets. And the funny thing is, the river actually takes like a snaking diagonal path right through Providence Ridge, as you can see. And it's actually going to take us straight to the plague heart. And I can kind of drive at full speed here, but I'm still going to be a little cautious. I don't want to necessarily, you know, like go full pedal to the... I mean, right now I actually am driving at full speed. One thing to keep in mind is that you do lose traction. You will fishtail and flip over a lot more easily, but that's not a big deal. Like, as you can see, it's not too heavily populated with zombies. That said, you can find bloaters in the water. You can find all kinds of nastiness in the water, but it is still a pretty worthwhile shortcut, if you even want to call it that. It's just a pretty worthwhile pathway that you could take, and otherwise, going through the roads, you know, it's a much more scenic tour, I suppose, although, I mean, driving through the water, that's pretty scenic. But, yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good tip for you right there for you new State of Decay 2 players. Anyways, let's get to demolishing. Night is approaching, but I'm pretty sure we got this. In we go. Oh, you even shut the door behind me. Oh, what'll you do now? In the bathroom, I assume? Yeah, in the bathroom. Wow. Couldn't even wait for me to, like... Let me activate this. One. There we go. I don't even want to kill him. I just want to knock him over. There we go. The detonation is real. Right there. So some people have asked, why don't I throw both of the C4s down at the same time? The reason for that is because the game will occasionally glitch out in such a way that it won't count the separate C4s as individual sources of damage. And ultimately what happens is you get one, you throw down multiple C4, but you only get the credit for one detonation, and that's not going to cut. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens frequently enough that, yeah, you lose every additional C4 when that happens. Now, some people who do it a lot, they have a specific pattern that they
sure
use.
This is the last one, right?
Or
I
is
don't want to do this again.
Whatever. I don't care. It's not a big deal. Park right here. Just because there's a convenient wall. What's his name will catch up, I'm sure. But, no, the point is that it doesn't always happen, and some people are able to, you know, they know a little bit about the spacing of the C4, the people who use them all the time, but I'm not one of those people, so I just prefer to do the separate planting the C4 twice. It's not a big deal to me. And as you can see, it works just fine for me. But if you want to plant multiple C4, I mean, if you had 3 C4, you would be able to do this. No, I said, yeah. You would be, if you had 3 C4 and you know how to plant them properly, you would be able to do this without even needing to bop the plague guard. You could actually just kabamity blam them on its own. Just plant the 3 of them in the proper position, push the button, and you should blow them all up. Okay, I'm gonna let him get in. Ulysses, get it, please. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there goes the door, but it's not the door that matters. Hey, we did it. We have officially cleared out the Blood Plague. So let's take a look at our clearing the Blood Plague bonus. Defeated the Blood Plague, plus 10 morale. I believe that is a significant reduction from what it normally is. I believe on Standard Zone, or basically before Lethal Zone came out, because even on Nightmare Zone, I believe it was plus 25 morale. I believe they rebalanced it when Lethal Zone came out, because when Lethal Zone came out, they changed a lot of things in terms of the difficulty. They reduced the amount of influence you gain on higher difficulty. Originally, Nightmare Zone was crazy. Like, you would earn so... Okay, I'm trying to find a way into the river right now. Okay, it's behind us. Originally, Nightmare Zone was crazy. You'd just earn, like, double influence, basically. Like, a Feral was worth 50 influence instead of 25, and a Juggernaut was worth 100. And so it was actually really profitable to go, like, Zed hunting. And then they changed it where it's more, I think it's like a 75% reduction or something like that, because the Juggernaut went from, or no, maybe a 50% reduction, because the Juggernaut went down from the base 50 influence per Juggernaut down to 25. So a 50% reduction from Standard Zone and a 75% reduction from pre-Lethal Zone, Nightmare Zone. I know lots of zones in there. to do it, but yeah, it was a bit of a hit to the influence. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I don't know. I will do a Fox's reaction to the Lethal Zone now that we're closing in on our first victory. I'll do like a full video where I just think about what I think about the Lethal Zone. Overall, as a quick sneak peek, I do think the Lethal Zone is a really good idea. I don't think it's severely harder than Nightmare Zone, to be honest. It's one of those things where I think the jump from Standard Zone to Nightmare Zone is way more steep than the jump from Nightmare Zone to Lethal Zone. Basically, if you can play Nightmare Zone from scratch with no DLC, no boons, then you're ready for Lethal Zone, because the same strategies apply both ways. Like, the same ways you play Nightmare Zone are the same ways that you play Lethal Zone. The only difference is that Lethal Zone is just like, oh, you can't make as many mistakes. You need to make sure that, you're really on your A game. Or maybe not even on your A game, maybe on your B+ game. And some people might even, maybe even less, I don't know. You can tell, what kind of game, tell me down in the comment sections, how much of your game do you think you need to bring to the Lethal Zone? I would say you probably need to bring your B+ game. That's what I'm going to do. Without putting a whole lot of just me making some random commentary. I'm going to say you probably got to bring your B+ game in, because there is room for error in Lethal Zone. There's just not an extreme room for error. But overall, one thing I really like about Lethal Zone is that a lot of the fifth skills actually play a pretty significant role. So here we go. We actually we should be able to congratulate everyone, or has that quest not activated yet?
I'm worried that we're making too much noise in this place.
Let's switch to our leader. I guess that quest hasn't spawned yet. Like, normally the first quest is to, like, chat with everybody and be like, hoo-hoo, we killed the Blood Plague, yay! But maybe they're skipping that? So, okay, what is our plan of action after this? So the objective now is going to be, we're going to basically strip all of our enclaves down and begin recruiting people and try to find a builder. I mean, Ulysses will be our first guy. Can I recruit him right here? There you go. Welcome aboard, Ulysses. Bam.
My scavenging went well.
Let's see. Are you a builder? A sheriff. No, we don't need you. Let's see how beat up Ulysses is. Honestly, not that beat up.
You still making games, Vato?
Okay, so we are going to rob this guy because he's not what I want. So, goodbye, I guess.
Finally a real adult.
He's telling me my story and everything. He's like, oh my god, I actually made it into, like, I don't have to be a minion anymore. Like, I could be the one who leads people into, like, battle and abandons them and whatnot. No.
I don't want to do this, but I need you to go.
You don't want to do this? Well,
I never thought it would.
You're not me.
This, but I guess that's that.
You never thought it would end. He's like, I made it, only to not make it. Wah, wah, wah. Anyways, let me set up a new character, and I will see you at the next enclave that we recruit. All right, let's commence the recruiting. First up, we're gonna go. I mean, it's kind of like there's almost like an element of like, we've done it, and now to go visit all of the people who managed to survive this terrible, grim war that cost Fox hundreds of influence to wage. And now we actually get to recruit some people. There's no way to tell what leader people are, which is annoying.
Hey.
But, let's see.
Hey, you.
I mean, this person has craftsmanship. I don't think that has any, or mechanic. I don't think that has any impact on whether or not they're going to have the skill.
You're not dead.
But here we go,
So,
recruit.
We want you on our team. Them, not so much.
Okay, so they do have Blood Plague. I'm going to enlist them as a
Tag along
character.
with me for a sec.
Here you go. I need to give them the cure. No, stop. I literally need to give you the cure. If you switch to this character, access. Oh my god. You know what?
Bloater.
Let's just head back to base.
Bloaters.
If you want to be stupid about it, then be stupid about it. You want to like die of blood plague, fine. You want to like, you be like, no, you know, I don't want the cure. Like, you know, like that's stupid. I want to turn to a blood plague zombie. Like that's what's on my list of things to do. You know, I've got a minute to see if she actually I can just kick her out really quickly. Yeah. Here we go. Let's okay, what are you? A trader, of course. Please donate your resources real
Check
quick.
yourself in. This is serious, all right?
Yes, I need my other character back. Oh god. Yeah, let me check her in. Now I can do this character and kill this barrel.
We can't just let one of us die. We need that cure.
Yeah, you need the cure, blah, blah, blah. Exile. You need the cure. I need you to leave. Goodbye.
If you stay, we're all at risk. We have to exile you. Cool.
It's true.
Gonna die alone.
You are. Bye-bye. That better not count as a death. Good. Be mad. We hope she'll be okay. Yeah, she'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, we need to go find more people. Okay, so we probably have enough time to recruit one more enclave. Also, I should probably start generating more. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. You know, we just got to keep recruiting and disbanding, you know, doing the things until we get a builder. I kind of wish you could just see if a character is a builder or not. That is actually it's annoying, like having to kind of just randomly go through people. It wouldn't be that hard to interview somebody before you let them join. Be like, oh yeah, you know, what is your philosophy? Oh, I like to like shoot all the people who disagree with me. Okay, you're probably a warlord, you know. Oh, I like to like make a ton of money and you know like make people buy things that are useless. Oh, you're probably a trader. But I don't know. It's just unfortunately not the way it works. Okay, let's see. Which one of you looks like you're probably a builder?
What's up, kid?
I literally don't think there's any way to tell. Like, I'm just kind of being superstitious right now. Mechanics,
Hola, amigo.
gardening, I don't know. Let's go with you.
You're still
Thomas.
Come on and watch my back. It's what friends do, right?
Whoops, I accidentally enlisted him instead. That's a waste of influence there. Okay, we can actually tell right here. Thomas! Ah! We got ourselves a winner! Winner! That means all we have to do now, well, I mean, there's still more to do. He can't be promoted to leader until he actually builds up his influence. And there is a chance that he could die in the process. You know, he could get splatted. And that would be rather aggravating. Yeah, that's the word I would use to describe it. Okay. And this guy is wow, he's pedantic and he hates trespassers. He's like, oh god. He's like, you know what? It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. The distinction is in the Bronto gas attendant. I don't care. It's fine. He's a builder. He's just gonna get us to complete this legacy. And that's the easy part. That's the easy part. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will probably build up his reputation off screen, and then we will work on the builder's legacy and complete our first lethal zone. No DLC, none of the shenanigans, from scratch, no bones or anything, playthrough. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this end of the Blood Plague. Even though I don't think there will be any more plague zombies, but I'm pretty sure all the freaks will still be blood freaks, just in the same way that on Nightmare Zone, the plague juggernaut remained a plague juggernaut even after the destruction of the plague guards. But, is it already becoming daytime? Wow, that's perfect. Or not, I don't know. Hey, I'm just saying the episode there. Hope you enjoyed it. We did it. The Blood Plague is officially done for. RIP in pieces, rest in pepperonis, blood plague, and plague hearts. Anyways, Like the videos and subscribe for future Decay 2 Lethal Zone content. Of course, remember that you have to be good to get good.